You are one bad integration away from losing a client. Nobody talks about it, but the tools you stitch together behind the scenes decide whether your team looks organised or chaotic to the people paying you. Most founders think the fix is more software. It isn't. The companies actually scaling right now are running on fewer tools that talk to each other properly, not more tools that don't. Today, I'm showing you the exact 3-tool stack that took a 5-person team to running the back end of a company processing millions, and the 2 mistakes that quietly kill most stacks before they even get there. Stick around for the 3rd one. It's the one nobody warns you about until it's already cost them a client. Here's what we're covering. First, the actual problem with how most teams pick software and why best in class is the trap. Second, the 3-tool framework itself in order of what to lock down first. Third, the one mistake that looks like a productivity win but is actually a silent churn machine. And at the end, I'll show you exactly how to audit your own stack in under 15 minutes. If you've ever had 2 tools disagree about a customer's status, one says active, one says cancelled, this video is for you. Every SaaS founder goes through the same phase. You start with a spreadsheet, then a CRM, then a project tool, then a support tool, then someone on the team finds the best tool for X on a review site, and you add that too. 6 months later, you've got 11 logins, 3 of them tracking the same customer under 3 different names, and nobody actually knows which one is the source of truth. This isn't a discipline problem, it's a design problem. Most teams pick tools the way you'd pick apps for your phone, one at a time, based on what looks impressive in a demo. But a stack isn't a collection of apps, it's a system. And a system where the parts don't talk to each other isn't actually more powerful than having fewer parts, it's just more fragile. The test isn't, is this the best tool for the job? The test is, does this tool make every other tool in my stack more accurate, or does it just add one more place where the truth can drift? That reframe changes everything about how you build a stack. So, let's build one. 3 tools, not 11. Here's tool 1. Every stack needs exactly one place that owns the customer record. One tool where, if there's ever a disagreement, that tool wins. Usually this is your CRM, but it can be your billing platform if you're small enough that billing and sales are the same motion. The mistake almost everyone makes here is treating the system of record as just a database. It's not. It's a contract. Every other tool in your stack has to be built to defer to it, not to duplicate it. Practically that means your support tool should look up customer status from here. It shouldn't store its own separate copy of is this customer active. Your billing tool should be the one place invoices live, not scattered across email threads and PDFs on someone's desktop. Your onboarding checklist should live as a field on the customer record, not as a separate spreadsheet someone updates manually and forgets about by week 2. Pick the system of record first. Everything else in your stack gets evaluated by one question. Does it sync cleanly with this, or does it fight it? That's the foundation. Now we explore the layer that actually touches the customer. This is support, onboarding, and communication. Whatever tool your customer actually sees or interacts with. And this is where most stacks quietly break, because founders pick this tool based on features their team wants, not based on what it needs to report back to the system of record. Here's the test. When a support ticket gets resolved, does that update anything upstream? When a customer completes onboarding, does the system of record know automatically, without someone manually checking a box? If the answer is no, you don't have a customer-facing tool. You have a black box that happens to talk to customers. The fix isn't complicated, but it is non-negotiable. Before you adopt any customer-facing tool, confirm it has a native integration, not a workaround, not a Zapier duct tape job held together by someone who left the company 8 months ago. A native, maintained integration with your system of record. This is the tool that decides whether your team looks coordinated or chaotic to the person actually paying you. Get this one wrong, and every other tool in your stack is just automating confusion faster. And now, the one almost nobody talks about, the tool that quietly runs everything else. This is the connective tissue, the tool that moves data between your system of record and your customer-facing layer without a human doing it manually. Think of it as the tool nobody sees, but everyone feels the moment it's missing. Here's the trap. Teams either skip this layer entirely, meaning someone is manually copying data between tools every single day, which doesn't scale past about 10 customers, or they overbuild it, wiring together 15 automations that nobody fully understands until one breaks silently and nobody notices for 3 weeks. The right approach is narrow and deliberate. Automate exactly 3 things to start: new customer creation, syncing to every tool that needs it, status changes, active, paused, cancelled, syncing everywhere in real time, and support escalations flagging back to the system of record automatically. That's it. Not 15 workflows. 3, done well, monitored, and owned by one person who actually understands what each one does. Here's the trap I promised you at the start. Adding a 4th tool that duplicates part of what tool 1 or 2 already does because it's cheaper or shinier or a teammate likes it better feels like progress. It's not. Every duplicate source of truth is a future support ticket waiting to happen, and by the time you notice, you've usually already lost the customer who got the wrong answer twice. Before adding any tool, ask one question: which of my 3 layers does this replace? And am I fully removing the old one, or just adding a 4th place the truth can live? So, 3 tools: your system of record, your customer-facing layer, and the automation connecting them. Each one syncing cleanly, each one deferring to the one before it. Not 11 apps. 3, done right. If this saved you from adding tool number 4 this week, that's exactly the kind of decision this channel exists to help you make. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.